Well, I want to say thanks to Sanjay for coming out, actually. I know it's not easy from when your office is, because I'm usually doing the reverse journey on the trains, trying to get into the hospital as well. And I think, for us, we're sort of 7 years in now, and I think back to the early days when we were trying to find a way forward, and you sort of embraced our initiative in terms of trying to do something about myocarditis, and we were talking about how we can do that and all the unknowns. Where do we start? What can we do? And we sort of came to the conclusion that the best way is to start off with the research, because we didn't know the incidence of myocarditis or much about it at all, really. It goes back to our early days when we were trying to find help and information about it, and that was the impetus behind doing what we do. And sort of 7 years in now, I think it's fair to say we're all really proud of your attention and progress, and we've seen how the research has moved on through the work of AMRIT and the rest of your team as well. We're trying to grow in the meantime, so looking at our core values, which is the awareness, prevention, and there's never going to be one cure at the end of the day, is there, really? It's just finding ways of actually stopping it happening through different circumstances, I guess, and sort of managing people that have actually got it as well. We've been through a big learning process as a charity. We're trying to grow. We thought the best way forward was to work with the bigger charities, with cardiomyopathy. That didn't quite work out for us. We're hoping to go on a more national stage, but actually we're happy doing what we do and staying in control of what we do, and making a difference through working with you and others to promote the awareness of myocarditis. And I think it is more out there now, actually. We've had some good articles and some good press releases as well. And then more recently, we're taking back control of our own destiny with a slight rebranding, but ultimately the same history and the same aims. And we were talking as a committee, saying, well, look, we've got money sitting in the bank account. It's not really what we're here to do at the end of the day. It's keep money in the account, so we want to use it. So talking through with you and our trustees, and the initiative that we're looking at the moment, which is carrying on our core principle, which is the research. So funding NHS digital information is quite important, from our perspective. Funding half the research notes now, which I think we've been involved in all the way through. And then Alma's work at Harefield with, how can I call it, the more challenging patients that you're seeing, but the opportunity to harvest heart muscle from them that can be used physically. We get it. And then we also thought, well, in a challenging economic time, especially for charities, the opportunity to present quite a significant cheque to you/Royal Brompton, which is also used for awareness, really, actually, about the fact that actually, we are supporting myocarditis. It's a big cheque at a time where charities really aren't giving out that much money. So hence today, a long-winded story, really, and hence we actually rounded up our sum from the 94,000, whatever it was, Sarah, I can't remember the details, but
94,432. 17 pence, I
think. We know, Sanjay, we like giving you 6-figure checks rather than 5-figure checks. So it's meaningful, has more impact, I think, from I don't like using the word PR, but an awareness point of view out there as well. So we'd like to use today / the blogs we're going to do around it, handing over the cheque to you, which we're really delighted to do. And believe me, every pound of that counts from our point of view. I've only just recovered from doing the 3 Peaks Challenge a year ago, which is 25 miles, 3 peaks, and my nails on my toes have actually just regrown back. So when a question came up on I think it was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or Tipping Point, one of those quiz programs. That how long do your nails take to grow back? And I thought, actually, I know exactly how long it takes. Mine's still growing. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on.
May I just say a few words as well?
Yes, sure.
So I think from our end, this has been an amazing journey, and probably the thing that captures everything is stuff happens, and amazing stuff happens, and from something that was really quite traumatic, it is quite amazing the journey that we've been on and what has happened, and to give you some of the highlights of that. We've now been asked to lead the National Myocarditis Programme for British Heart Foundation, National Institute of Health Research. So this is bringing all the hospitals that would like to take part in research across the UK together. That is perhaps the biggest opportunity in the UK to bring people together. We have probably the best bioengineer in the world at MIT, whose focus once a week or once every lab meeting is myocarditis. That just doesn't happen. We have guys at Stanford who are now poised to be looking at these, where their attention's been elsewhere. We've run a London Marathon, which I never expected to do. And midway, I am thinking to myself, what am I doing? And why am I doing this? And I was so slow that they'd run out of Snickers bars. I had to go into petrol stations to get drinks because they'd all run out. It was that bad. And thanks to the trust and to the charity, we've had amazing young talented people who've come together, who worked on things. We've had Lancet papers, we almost have European Heart Journal paper, we've had national, international papers, we've had Young Investigator Awards, with one single goal, that stuff happens to make a difference. And the difference already has been amazing. It's just been amazing, and it's on people's radar. It's at national level, international level. We're working with one of the best guys in the world in the States, Leslie Cooper, looking at myocarditis. I went over to see him, I told him about the charity. He's super interested, super excited, it's on his radar. Stuff like that just doesn't happen. He invites me to come and stay with him. I'm in his house, and we're chatting myocarditis, and that's all we focus on. And now how do we bring UK forces together, knowledge, attention, people. So this was never going to be a quick journey, but it's been an amazing journey already. There is lots more to do, but it's amazing how far we have come. And that is in no part thanks to everyone in this room. And for that, we are really, really grateful. It's also fair to say that we work with a number of organisations, but Andy's probably the hardest person I work with. And I'm very happy to tell you that. And the reasons for that are twofold. One is that I know how hard you have worked to raise those funds and what every penny means, and therefore I have that responsibility to be able to look you in the eye and say, this is what I've done with your money. And secondly, because I know at some point you're going to say to me or to the team, do you want to run the London Marathon or do a sky jump? And we're going to say no, and I know you're going to make us do it. I know you've got some new staff as well. So, and rest assured, I've told them already, expect the call. You are going to be doing something you never thought you would be doing. When Amrit comes up to me and says, Sanjay, do you know a good solicitor? And I go, no, why? And he goes, well, I just want to rewrite my will. I'm like, why? Because I'm doing a sky jump in 3 weeks for Andy. And I'm like, okay, stuff happens. And for that, we are amazingly grateful to you, to all of you. And thank you for that. We bear that responsibility, and in turn, we will do our best to make sure we do what we have to do.
And we had, I mean, our sums are relatively minor in the scheme of things, but we hope that we can pump prime, or you're able to leverage what we can do for you further up the line with the likes of the British Heart Foundations and I don't know, the Wellcome Trusts of this world, or those bigger organisations where you get match funding or sets you off on the right route to be able to secure further funding for bigger projects in potentially.
No, absolutely.
It gives us great pleasure to, let me hand it over now, actually, to hand you over the cheque, Sanjay, for £100,000. And we know you're looking after our money and to make the most of it.
Yeah, no. Thank you very